Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. Tonight we're going to have episode 91 of The Coin Vault Has Opened. It looks like it is going to be a roll of 1970 D Lincoln Memorial cents. This isn't a traditional roll per se. This is a bunch of Mint Cellos that came from Mint Sets. And so I have one out here. I will get things ready for us. Just give me 1 second. Alright, so basically we have 50 of these. I have not counted them yet. And they came in a pretty interesting looking sandwich bags here. I'm pretty used to these coming in sandwich bags. Almost looks like there's some sort of writing on here. 1913, 5 cents. 1913S, 5 cents. Thursday's sandwich. I don't really know here. Yeah, maybe if there's not coins in here, I'm gonna dump them out. Let's see. Yeah, pretty much looks like pretty heavily used bag here. Euros. That's what it says, I think. SCD euros. 1913 cent. Times 2.6. Alright, so we're going to take a look through, we're going to cruise through these first and just look, kind of try to see what the quality of the coins are. I felt like the ones that we looked at yesterday, the 1970 S's that we looked at yesterday, they were from the same batch. It was 3 separate auctions. There was a P, a D, and an S. And I won all 3, so I'm imagining the quality of these ones are going to be about the same. I feel like we struck out as far as I don't think we found any small mints, and I don't think we found any RPNs or double dies. But we haven't looked through these Denvers. I feel like if anything was searched heavily, I would say it would probably be the 1970 S's, of course. I did take some time just because we haven't, I mean, maybe we found a 1970S small day, but I don't think we did. I'm kind of to the point where we've looked through quite a few rolls, and I'm ready to maybe just buy one. I see they pretty much stay a pretty steady price. If you can pick up an MS65 for about 60 bucks, that's a good price. Well, having technical difficulties, the sky seems to be trying to fall here. Alright. Mostly better. But I might just go ahead and buy a couple of... but how's everybody doing tonight? I see a couple of you guys out there. Any of you guys have any hopes for this roll? It looked like there was about 23, 24 different varieties that we can look for in these coins. I might do a little drive through the coins again. Looks like there's a little bit of toning down at the bottom there. Looks like a little bit reddish brown in the 0 of 1 and in between the E and C below there. We'll see if we can find some brighter stuff. I feel like we haven't found any super toned coins in these last few batches. When we were going through a bunch of other rolls that we went through, we were finding some beautiful, beautiful toned coins. I really enjoyed looking through a bunch of the different mints or proof cellos from the early 60s. I feel like we found some really pretty toned coins in those. We also found some really kind of messed up, environmentally damaged coins. But it seemed like we'd find 1 or 2 really pretty toned coins, then we'd find like 3 or 4 ugly coins, and then a bunch of ones that were alright. And so one thing I've been watching, I know that with the managed payments, it looks like new people are not going to be able to sell coins. I don't know if this is temporary or if it's going to be for a while, but people that once they're in managed payments, they cannot sell coin in the coin category on eBay. And so it's kind of interesting to me. I don't know what this is going to do but people who sell coins, like a coin store like me, I can't join managed payments. So I can still sell, but I know a lot of people are starting to get forced into it. And they're giving people rewards and perks. They're trying to make up for it. They're giving them 50,000 free listings, which I wish I was still getting. But one of the interesting things that I'm like watching the total amount of certified coins on eBay. And like as of making this video, it was at like 122,000, I think 400. And you know, it was at like 124,000 just a couple of days ago. Like it's basically dropping about 400 or 500 coins, and I don't know if it's because people don't get the 50,000 free listings anymore, and so they're just not relisting the coins. I can feel like I can feel that. Yep. And so I don't know if people have they're not relisting their stuff. I've definitely noticed that silver and gold is like going nuts right now. You know, the chart today, it just went straight up. And so I don't know if people are if they're buying a bunch of certified silver. That is definitely possible. But I just don't really know what's going on. I'm imagining if people can't list stuff and it can't process their coins, then people aren't going to be selling coins as much on eBay. And so, you know, for those of us that do, I think people are still going to be buying coins if they're available. And so I'm listing as many as I can. And so I'm just going to say, I just didn't know if there's anybody out there who doesn't sell coins, you know, who watches this channel. And I'm just wondering, like, and you're in managed payments, you know, how you feel about that. I'm just curious how it's affecting everyone else, but I'm hoping that eBay is going to figure this out and it's not going to become a thing where people kind of migrate to sell their coins elsewhere, because I love buying coins on eBay. I wouldn't even use eBay if it wasn't for the coins. You know, you go on Amazon, they have no coins. Guess what? I don't shop on Amazon because I go on online to buy coins, not other things. So to me, it's interesting. And I mean, for me, it's definitely a be like I buy a lot of coins from, you know, bigger dealers. Oftentimes I'll buy just all the coins they don't want to deal with, all the coins they put up for auction. I'll bet on them and win them. And this one does not look. This is not, well, it is from the Denver Mint, but it's not a coin, it's just a mint token. I'm not sure if this one is just a bonus or if it is supposed to, if it's a placeholder for a coin we didn't get. We'll see. We can count them in a little bit. Almost looks like that hair was in there. Almost looks like you can see like a impression on the cello of like an upside down 9 going into the 1 there. I'm guessing that the cello, actually, I don't think the coin could turn around and be there and still be impressed with the 9. It must have been able to, because that's what it looks like to me, unless there's like some crazy double die. Of course there's a beautiful back on there. Maybe it's some of that, maybe what we were seeing was just little squiggly environmental damage like that just happened to look like a 9. Because I definitely noticed that those little squiggles, they definitely can look like kind of like little paisley marks, and a 9 would fit perfectly into a little paisley mark. So today was kind of a slow day on eBay for me, and that like I made a bunch of videos last night and I listed them all this morning. I went to the post office and there was only 2 packages to sign for today. So it was kind of interesting. I didn't have a lot to do, so I did a lot more research about like managed payments and about eBay stores, and I've been thinking about moving up to the next level eBay store, and I've just decided to, like, since it seems like there's so many changes on eBay and they don't seem like they have anything to communicate, I've kind of decided to, like, just hold off a month or two. I get 1,000 free listings and I have like 30, almost 3,200 listings on my store, so I'll be paying for like almost 2,200 listings every month not covered by my store. But I think I'm just going to pay it for a month or two, see if they decide to give us back the 50,000 free listings. I feel like they're going to change the different store levels. I feel like they're going to change the prices. They're going to, like, change. They're just going to change everything. They do it every couple of years, and it's always funny because you get in a year contract, and then they change it up on you. One thing that I got yesterday was a message from eBay late last night saying, like, hey, register to help celebrate eBay's 25th anniversary. And so I was like, wait, they want a bunch of people to register and go to some event for eBay's 25th anniversary? Like, it's like a pandemic party, like, sponsored by eBay. But then I read the details, and it was basically just, register, and then they'll send you a bag, like a gift, a swag bag in the mail. Said, like, collectibles. I'm guessing it's like a t-shirt, coffee cup, maybe a mouse pad. Maybe like a little hat with like a little swirly thing on the top. I don't know. But I registered for it, so it said, open this box, make a video out of it. So maybe here in a week I will make a video of me plugging eBay, which half the time I do and half the time I give them a hard time. So yes, I work on eBay. I make videos for my eBay store, but I don't let them get away with anything. I speak my mind. If I don't like the hat, I'll say it. If I don't like the shirt, I'll say it. We'll see. I don't know, there's like, I feel like it's, I don't know, I feel like eBay was great. I feel like the original concept, everything it was, the way it gave people the ability to work for themselves and to grow a business your way, I feel like that was great. I feel like the entire initial concept of eBay was perfect. And I feel like they supported them and gave them the tools they needed to grow. And the only limit was how hard you would work. Like, if you put in a bunch of time and energy and found a bunch of stuff and listed a bunch of stuff, you made money. But then I feel like they, like, started to make you jump through all these hoops and made all these rules and kind of gave, I don't know, it was basically like pay to play instead of it being like an equal playing field to everyone. This coin is beautiful. I think that's even a mark in the bottom left field. I think that's on the cello. There looks like there's 2 little scratches in front of Lincoln's head, but they're super minor. How big is the spot on the reverse? No spot. That's a hair there. Might actually, no, it's gone. I was gonna say it might actually be in the cello. That one there looks really nice. It's not perfect. Actually, is there like a little like cleaved out spot there? I feel like that actually might even not affect the grade. It almost feels like that is how the metal was. But I don't know, this little piece here, it's interesting. It's a super pretty coin. We'll keep on looking though. We can compliment them all we like, but we're looking for, well, I guess we're looking for high grade coins too. I just feel like half the time I don't expect to find them. It's like I feel like everyone's gonna have something wrong, and maybe I should be a little bit more open-minded. It's like I feel like I'm going through people's rolls of sloppy seconds or something. Eating someone else's ice cream. But like I feel like that was one of the things that I liked the most about this last promotion that eBay did with the 50,000 free listings for everyone. Or maybe it was just 50,000 for people with eBay stores. But they were giving everybody, like right now, if you want to list on eBay, I checked it out to make sure, you get 200 free listings just for having an eBay account. You can list 200 items for free. And I feel like that is the smartest thing that eBay could do, because by charging people just to put stuff up, it would drive away a bunch of people. And the more stuff that's up is the more stuff that can sell. But they were just like, it was kind of like they got in the mind frame of, if we just charge people to have stuff up, we make money whether it sells or not. But if stuff doesn't sell, that's not actually like helping sellers succeed. And so it's like by encouraging people to put up tons of items because it's free to do so, and it's only your time at that point. You know, it's like one thing when it's somebody's time to put something up, but when it's time and money, when it's like, I'm spending my time and giving you my money, and I might not get anything in return for my time and money, it seems like kind of a one-way deal where like it's a win-win for eBay. If they don't advertise, help advertise your items so that they sell, if they don't show them to people, they don't care, they still make the money. And so that's why I really liked when they started this promotion, is like, I feel like I saw huge increases of stuff being sold. Not only people listing it, but being sold, like, because people were all of a sudden felt the incentive of like, oh, I can list it now for free. And so like when all this started, I started to see stuff that, like coins and stuff, I normally don't see. It's like maybe like once a year, once every other year kind of coins. And I saw a bunch of them. It like kind of like flushed a bunch of stuff out of the woodwork. I think the pandemic had that effect too. But it's like I see things like where eBay reported that they had this last week, I think it was their largest quarter like revenue, like the largest amount of money they've ever had ever. It's like, yes, the pandemic, more people's buying online, but you gave people the incentive to use your system. I'm talking a lot about eBay tonight, huh? It's been on my mind all day. I guess I can say that, but I hope that they keep, for people in the managed system, they're keeping the 50,000. So if you guys open up a store, I'm not sure if the 50,000, if it has to be a premium now. I think it had to be a premium, which is like $60 a month, but then you get 50,000 listings. That's a lot of listings. But it's like, but you can't sell in coins with managed payments. So it's like, for me, it's a catch-22. I would join managed payments even though I don't like it. I like my PayPal account because when I sell something, I can instantly buy something with that, with managed payments. If someone purchases something, it takes me 2 days for it to like show up in the bank account, because that's what managed payments does, is it puts the money in your bank account. And so basically what's it doing? It's giving back, that time when you have your money, that's your money, you're making money off your money, you're making interest. You're able to use and capitalize on your money. But when it's in bank limbo land, guess who's getting to use your money? Guess who's making money? They're giving your money back to the banks again. And not only that, but it seems like this processing system comes with all these rules. Like, it's like I'm affected by those rules because they won't process coins and currency. Funny, that's what these banks deal with, coins and currency. Yet they're like no-nos for banks to process. Someone's jealous. But it's like, it seems like it's just interesting, like where morals and ethics come into play with banks. I can understand them saying like, okay, well, we're a religious bank, and so no alcohol, no adult products, no gambling, no, but like no gift cards. Like, what do you got against gift cards? So I don't know. I guess I think that there's some like weird like money laundering stuff going on, but like you could like launder online. You know, you could buy a box of Cheerios and like sell it for $100,000. I don't know. Um, it's like pretty much people could do that with anything. So I don't know why they're singling out coins. Some of these look really nice. But I guess the bottom line is like I'm hoping that eBay, you know, looks at their reports, because that's the thing. I feel like now that the coins aren't getting those 50,000 free, I feel like the money that they see going in and out of the coins, it's gonna drop. But I feel like somebody's gonna like say like, see, this is a dying category. You know, like look at where the price is in, and it's just steadily going down. And it's like, I just hope that there's someone in the room and being like, well, yeah, we kind of did that. Tried to tell you last quarter this was going to happen, but you guys all said, oh no, it's going to be fine, it's going to be great. This bank stuffed my pockets full of cash and told me everything's going to be fine. I mean, were these like the same executives making the decision about this? That wasn't there some big scandal at eBay where like they were like cyber harassing some eBay seller, and they like sent like a pig face and like all these things to them in the mail? Like this is the same board. Like these are the people making, maybe not making decisions at eBay anymore. It sounds like those people all got fired. But like, what kind of eBay executive, like how are these people doing their jobs if they're sending like a bloody pig face and all this stuff in the mail? I mean, sorry guys. So, I don't know. I mean, like, I'd like to think that they have like important jobs and that they're making like educated like decisions, you know, based on real things, and that they're making these decisions to like make eBay a better place to sell, and so that they can like, you know, I don't know, basically like help give the people the tools that are like trying to succeed on eBay, who are trying to use their system, their product, you know, to make a living, provide for their families, like, so, I don't know. I hope that, you know, it seems like the new people in charge, I feel like there's more communication at least coming with announcements. I feel like they're trying to share their feelings about things, they're trying to share what's happening. I felt like before any changes that were happening, I wouldn't even get the memo, I wouldn't get a message from eBay until like after it had already happened, and now it's like I feel like we're getting a little bit of time, but we'll see. I know I feel like I've seen this kind of stuff in the world before. Only time really like lets you know. It's it's easy to like put a PR firm out there to like make things look good. I used to own stock in eBay. I invested in them quite a bit. And I ended up selling all of it when I just saw the way things were getting run. Like after they sold PayPal, I was ghost. I was like, why would you sell PayPal? This is like pure money. Yes, you're an auction company, but you have an asset that cannot depreciate in value. Like this is only going to get bigger. And I mean, that's what managed payments essentially is they're trying to create their own PayPal again. Like they, you know, had PayPal and then they sold it, made a bunch of money off of it. You know, the investors at the time probably got a big dividend. And then it just, you know, it's like, okay, what part of our company are we going to sell off next? But, you know, you can't cannibalize a company. I know that things have been changing in the world too. I mean, not just this pandemic. But I feel like, you know, selling online is becoming more regulated. It's becoming more competitive. You know, we have like these giant juggernauts who essentially can do anything they want. Like they can subsidize the products being sold on their sites and basically be able to undercut any and every one. They can basically send it to people for free until they forget that there's even another way to consume products. You know, it's like the whole like 2-day, same day shipping and stuff like that. The whole dash button where you, oh, I'm out of toilet paper, push the button, you know, within 24 hours, there's more toilet paper arriving at my door, like, awesome. I don't have dash buttons on my toilet, by the way. It was an interesting idea, but I think everything, you know, by the time you have a smartphone, why do you need all these like little buttons around your house? I think it was, you know, if the idea was done in like the 90s, I think that it would have been awesome. Hey, Logan's Coins, welcome. The original one from 1996. Oh no, the original one I remember was like 1986. Is that a Super Nintendo? Or Nintendo 64? Still a good one. I'm trying to even remember. Would that be Super Nintendo? My, how the decades just fly by. How have you been, Logan? Welcome to the channel. Hope you are having a good night. Playing some Super Mario Brothers is definitely a good way to spend your Wednesday night. The 7 and 9 on that one kind of, the letters, the date looks a little bit thicker. I feel like maybe it's just some machine damage. It's like I'm hoping that I will get good enough that I'll be able to spot thickness on lettering. But it seems like double dyes are just something I've been having trouble with. It's Nintendo 64. Cool. I played quite a lot of Nintendo 64 too. It's been a while, but I definitely played a lot. I think I really liked the Zelda that came out on that system. I can't remember what it was. I can't even remember what the name of it was. It was like, I think it started with like a C. It's like Ocadian. I can't remember what it was. It's been so long, but it was really cool. It was like, kind of felt like one of the multiplayer or like massive multiplayer worlds that they have these days. It was just like the game was way more opened up than games of the time. Like you could like really just go all over the place and do tons of different stuff. Hey Paul Hampton, welcome. We're just about done looking through kind of the quality of these coins. Some kind of like spotted ones and a couple that looked really, really, really nice. Super Mario Kart, that was a fun one for sure. Like I would play Super Mario Kart with my friends all night long sometimes. Like Cocoa Beach. Just over and over and over again. I was playing Super Mario Brothers like all night one night, and all of a sudden like plaster came falling down on us, and we like look up and there's like a leg sticking through the ceiling, and just, you know, out of nowhere scared the heck out of us. Like the neighbors, it was like a duplex, the neighbors had decided to go up into the attic. And they went up in the attic and fell through the stair board and just went right through the ceiling and just like shot plaster all over us. It was kind of one of those crazy nights. Yeah, it seems like a bunch of those older games are still the fun. It's like we get better graphics, they get like more things you can do, but it seemed like they seemed to like game designers were able to make more fun. They were just able to make things more fun. I don't know, maybe it's just being younger playing. I don't know, but it's like I had so much fun playing these games when I was younger. And I feel like I probably still would have so much fun. And I have fun playing newer games, but I feel like they get so complex and so in depth that it's like it's like you forget what you're doing or what the point of the game is. Like, yeah, I feel like most of them look pretty good. There was a couple that were like virtually spotless on here, or like markless. Like there was one really nice one, and it was like I feel like there was only like a little spot of the luster that almost looked cleaved. If that's a thing, just and I've seen like MS66 coins where there was just like it looked like a little bit of the metal had just been shaved off of it, but that it wasn't damaged. It was just the way that the planchet was made. All right, we're ready to go in. I'm gonna dump these back out. I'll get some light, check my keyboard, nothing's hiding. We got some light. I think I wanted to check on this one, the Mint Cello. It kind of looked like at the date there was like a 9 upside down next to the 1. I don't know, I don't know, I did notice I think some environmental damage on the coin on the reverse, so it might be like a little squiggly mark, like a paisley. But I think you can see what I'm seeing. But you can also see it right there, there's something else. But it looks like the same curve of a 9. I don't know. So here, we'll start with Liberty, because there's definitely something on the coin, but it might just be environmental damage. Yeah, I think it's environmental damage. Like if you look at the Y here, it definitely got me. Like I saw it when we were zoomed out. I mean, I don't think that this is right up against the edge of the flip. I know this looks like a far away, but it's like the 9 couldn't have been in that area and gotten like pressure on it. So I'm just looking, I'm looking for the double dies and stuff here as well. I mean, it definitely looks like the shape. I think you'll see on the reverse of the coin, we do have some environmental damage going on. Let's wander around. And I did look at where all the different things are on these coins, but and I know we went through a 70D earlier in the week. But I feel like we're going to see more of that squiggly stuff on the reverse here. And I'm also curious, like, oh yeah, and the back of this one has like Black Death. Mainly up in that section there. Looks like the initials have been taken out. But I think that there's a couple coins with like fingerprints and stuff, but they don't have that Black Death. And so this might be a floating roof as well. And what's your opinion? Well, I feel like let me move in here. What's your opinion on floating roofs, Paul? This one on the right side, you can see, if you turn it on an angle, you can see a little bit right there. I can turn off the light. If I turn off the light, you're not going to be able to see the coin. It's going to be pretty much dark with the coin up against it. I'm just curious if I turn off this light. No, okay, that doesn't affect anything. I don't think there's any relief. I think that it is, it is weird that it looks kind of like there's like, I think it's too small to be a 9. I think it's the right, I don't have a flashlight here either. I mean, look at it. It's like the tail of the 9 starts at the top of the 1, and then the curve is already completed by the time it gets to the 1. It's only 2/3 the size. Like the 9 here goes above the 1 and is like way longer. I think it's just a coincidence that it looks like a 9. I don't know, I can look for my cell phone here. Let me see if this will work. I can't get the... I can't get it to, can't get it. Whoops. I think it's just a squiggly thing that looks like a 9. I mean, it's just a funny place for it to be, though. But here, I'll put that one to a side, and I'll try to think if there's another way we can take a look at it. I don't know. It does look like super suspicious to me. The L here kind of looks like there is something coming out of the top. Or I'm sorry, it almost looks like there is like kind of a second part of an L to the east of it. It's not super high up. It's like I can't remember. I feel like the 1970s that we looked at had a lot of machine damage on them. Looks like the D here looks like it's got something a little bit to the west. There's just like a little edge on it. I haven't been looking at Denver Mint Marks 1 lately, so I feel like I need to adjust here a little bit. Yeah, well, that's what I was wondering, because like when we looked through like the 1970 S rolls, you know, I was finding like, you know, 5 floating roofs probably per roll, and so, but it's like I feel like on most of them I could still see little remnants, and so you know, usually on the west side here, it's gone. And then on the east side here, you know, like the bottom of it's gone. But then on the right angle, you can just see that there's still like a little bit up there. But it was like when I went on eBay, it was like I was seeing stuff, you know, in, you know, BU condition selling like that for like 12 bucks. And so I was like, can I sell these for 12 bucks? You know, it's like I can see some FG there. They definitely made me think. Like for me, it was just like if these no roofs are really, you know, something that's rare and collectible, why am I finding so many of them? It's like when I think I found a double die, but it's just like, you know, heavy machine damage, and I get excited, and then I find another one, and another one, and another one. And I'm like, okay, I'm not as excited anymore. I'm pretty sure that these are, but it's like at the same time, it is possible, like, you know, if you're looking through a roll of something, that if you find, you know, one coin that has a particular error, that you can find another and another and another. It's like, I feel like what's almost, you know, so far I feel like every one of these has like been a candidate for a floating roof. But then it's like, okay, well, you know, that's one of the parts of the coin that isn't struck well, so how about we find a coin that's fully struck, and isn't that a better example? The bottom of the S tips are usually a good spot to check for splits. Okay. So I'm looking at a couple of different microscopes. I'm just trying to get a better deal on one. So I'm hopefully going to have a better one. But I'm also just curious, like, you know, it's like the ones that I'm seeing have, you know, like 3 times or 3 times the megapixels. They don't really zoom in any farther, but I feel like the picture will be smoother. That there'll be more detail. But at the same time, if a bunch of light is shining off of things, maybe that is not going to help anyway. It's like maybe it isn't even better magnification that I need, it's just I need better lighting. So it looks like I don't know, it was weird, like, it almost looked like my watch hours went down a tiny bit, but we're just a few hundred hours away from 4,000, so that's kind of exciting. We are getting closer. How that's going to change things, I don't know, but it's just kind of like an accomplishment or a milestone to get to, I guess. Like I would have thought that it would, you know, I made like 4,800 videos, been, you know, making videos for over a year now. I kind of would have thought that it had already happened, but I feel like it wasn't until like a month ago that like the watch hours started to finally like pick up streams. I think I've had like over 1,000 subscribers for, like since like New Year's or something. looks like we have some probably machine damage on the reverse here. It looks kind of flat. A little bit of doubling on the steps. The initials are probably pretty much gone there. Welcome accredited coins. A little bit of machine damage on the tops here, it looks like. Welcome, how's your night going? It seems like at least half this coin has some machine damage or some sort of doubling. Yeah, pretty much looks like a floater too. Virtually see, I really don't even see anything over here on the right side. And the initials were pretty much gone. Been rejecting. Oh, the Lowball Trolls have come to you. Yeah, the Lowball Trolls seem to have given me a day off. Nice. I came across interesting. I was noticing today that eBay is giving all users 200 free buy it nows or auctions, and so I was like, wait. So if I just have lots of, and you can have as many eBay accounts as you want as long as you don't point people towards your other eBay accounts and you don't like bid on each other and stuff. So I started up another eBay store today. It's good to know how to do the block option for sure. But I'm probably going to start up like at least 7 more eBay stores here. Just because it's way cheaper for me, and I think I'm gonna like basically, just give each one like a theme. Because it's like now that there's not 3,400 free videos, or 3,400, or I'm sorry, 50,000 free listings. I have 34 or 3,200 listings or something like that. And so if I just kind of spread all the stuff that doesn't sell fast over a bunch of stuff, I won't be paying for it every month. And it seems like eBay kind of rations out a little bit of sales to one person and another. So I'm hoping that maybe I will get multiple slices of pay if I do that. Have one store sell something for $10, have the next store sell it for 11, next store sell it for 12. Kind of, I've seen some other people do it on eBay, and now they're making it make sense. You see the full FG. We'll see if we can find an FG that's gone. I'm gonna have to move this one. I could not tell you if there was even an L there. There's an L there. Oh yeah, no, I'm not trying to hide it. I changed up things just a tiny bit so that I could tell the difference when looking through if I saw an error on one of my listings, which store. I thought of the whole thing like, oh, I could have a different camera take things, and like I could do this and that. And I'm like, like people will know it's the exact same place. I'm not gonna go, I see other people, they open a PO box in every town around them. It's all gonna be to the same town. I'm not trying to hide it. That is for sure. It just, to me, like mathematically and money-wise, it makes sense to do it. I'm probably going to end up upgrading my store here at some point. But I feel like, I don't know if you've noticed, but basically since eBay stopped with the 50,000 free listings, the total amount of PCGS graded coins in the US coin category, it's just plummeting. Like about every 6 hours, it's going down a few hundred. Unless everybody's just buying tons and tons of silver and gold. And that's why things are plummeting. I mean, that's possible too with the way that gold and silver is going up. Welcome, Metal Detecting with Austin Simpson. Hello, welcome back. It's going to be $10, but all the other stores are going to be priced slightly above. Like, you know, my original store will have better prices. And so, you know, ideally they'll just be there in case my store sells out. I'll still have stuff posted online for sale. The only problem, I guess, I mean, everything on those stores will be things that I have back stock of, basically. And that was one of the cool things too. When I started one of the stores today, I thought I was going to have the selling limits, or I was going to have to link accounts. It started me off with like I can't remember, it was like a very healthy limit. I think I can list 2,000 things, and I think it was like $20,000 limit. So I guess my credit check, I guess they do a credit check from what it sounded like. I didn't even notice until I was like about to click the button that I was agreeing to one, but I was like, oh, this will be interesting. I haven't done a credit check in a while. I didn't for say link them. I linked them to my PayPal because I think you're only supposed to have one PayPal account. But I'm sure I used, you know, my real name and all that jazz, so I'm pretty sure they know who it is. But I guess my credit check was enough for them. Yeah, no, I thought I was gonna have to talk to them on the phone. I thought I was gonna have to link accounts. I thought I was gonna have to go through the seller limit like I did the first time, but it had been like 15, 16, 17, 20 years or something since like I opened an eBay account, so it was really like a much different, it was much different than it was the last time for sure. Well, that's the thing. I think that PayPal only, I think you can have a personal account, and I think you can have a business account. And that was one thing too, that it was saying like, you know, I already had a couple emails linked to my PayPal account, and it was like, you can have 5 more, and I'm like, okay, so I have 2 eBay stores now, so, and one of them I'm not using for an eBay store, so I could have 6 more eBay stores on this PayPal account. I'm like, that's cool. And I was surprised, like, it was so quick and easy to set up the eBay account. Like, I set it up, like, the hardest thing was choosing a username, which I'm just going to change. You know, it's like you get ready to go, and then it's like, choose your username, and it's like, that one is taken. That one is taken. And so I'll have to figure that out. But yeah. It's going to be interesting having multiple eBay accounts, but I figured, like, you know, I can have an eBay account where I sell Mint Cellos. I can have an eBay account where I sell, like, you know, raw coins. I can basically set up different business models. I can try out different, you know, different ideas that I'm having, different business ideas, and it'll be a way that I can kind of play with things, and I'm experienced enough and have everything set up, so it's not like I'm going to be some amateur new business, you know, with no idea what I'm doing. Like, I imagine that, like, people will probably pick on my business, see, because, you know, I have 0 feedback, and they're going to think I'm a total noob, and they're going to get their package within 2 days with tracking, and it's going to be exactly as advertised. One looks kind of interesting here. maybe look at it from some different angles. There's like definitely something to the north, and then it almost looks like it's kind of a scrape on the bottom southwest corner. And so yeah, I picked a username just quick, oh, can I do this? Can I do that? No, no, no. And so I just picked one. Right after I clicked it, I was like, okay, I'm changing that later. It's not gonna stay. But yeah, now during my free time, once everything is all set up, because I think you can change your username on eBay every 90 days. I've never really done it before. I think maybe I did it once. I know I changed my store name a couple times just over the decades. And I think that was maybe a mistake, changing my store name, because it's like I feel like people like expect you to be you. I was having crazy day after day sales. I would say today technically was a slow day. I think today it might have been like under $100. So I would definitely consider. I feel like most of my days have been between like 300 and 500, which is like, I'm up 10,000% from where I was a year ago. It's like, it seems like basically every month I'm up about 25 to 30% what I was the month before. And like, it seems like I'm growing. It just seems like I'm growing exponentially. Like there's just this like cumulative, like compounding force and action. It's just, I feel like I'm starting to snowball. And I feel like really the bottleneck is going to be like how many listings and videos I can do a day, with the amount of time that I have in my day to do stuff, which I have more than other people. But at the same time, I juggle a lot of different lives. I put on a lot of different hats during the day. Yeah, even 20 years ago, I'm trying to even remember what the username I chose today. I think it was like, I think I was gonna like call it like my grandpa's coins or something like that, just because there's all those people that are like, this came from my late grandfather's collection, and like it's unsearched, and you get it, and it's like all 40s and 50s, and like it's like totally like, it's like an unsearched wheat penny roll with a flying eagle on one end and a BU coin on the other end. But I think I ended up calling it like Old Coin Stash, and I'm just gonna change the name on it. But it was definitely fun. So it's like, I'm just gonna basically, rare estate sale. No, that wasn't an earthquake. That was just me laughing. The coin goes shake, shake, shake. But yeah. Yeah, I don't think that I saw any RPMs. It was just, it kind of looked like it was like rotated like counterclockwise, or clockwise rather. I don't think it was one though, but it definitely kind of looked like one. So, did you win that 1936 proof? Or did you just bid on it? When I saw the buyer's premium on that, I was like $420 for the buyer's premium. Like, that is like a big chunk for selling a coin. And 22 seemed fine, but then when I saw like the buyer's premium, I was like, my gosh, like they want like 20%. Like that's a big amount of money. I know. It's like you just need like a disposable heritage account. Um, that was like, uh-oh, it's the coronavirus. This happened to me like 6 months ago. A random cough came out of nowhere. And 10% tax. But like I was like, I like Googled like, you know, can I make more than one, or how to make, or how to, what was it? How to make more than one eBay account or something. And like it was this guy basically like like teaching you how to make like eBay burner accounts. Like he was like, you know, if you're on eBay, you know, selling stuff, you know, doing drop shipping, it's only a matter of time before your account becomes suspended. You know, that's why I'm going to show you how to like how you can make accounts that nobody will know who you are, fast and efficient. And he's like, at this moment, I have more than 100 eBay accounts, and like they're constantly being suspended. I'll show you the right way so that you can make them and they won't get instantly suspended. They'll get suspended, but you'll have already made money by then. And that's what we're trying to do here is make, I'm like, what's this guy doing that he's getting banned and suspended from eBay? And why is he continually making more knowing that he's going to get banned? You know, it's just... I'm like, oh boy, I'm like, I shouldn't be watching this anymore. The things that are out there for people to watch. But it's like, you know, when we're on eBay, we see all these accounts that are like, you know, it's like a beat up penny that someone found on the ground, and it's like $10,000, and it's like rare double die. It's like when I see them, I more just laugh. But then you see like them sold, and you're like, wait, who just spent that money? It's like I saw one the other day, and it was sold, and I checked their feedback, and it was like, it was something like I paid, and like buyer or a seller never shipped coin and had to get refund from eBay. It's like someone actually paid for one of those and then was upset when it never came. Imagine the people though that like get it and like leave positive feedback like, great coin, super happy with this transaction. That's a good idea, Paul. That's one of the reasons too that I like to make these videos, is like I can totally go back. Like let's say like I learned something new, it's like I can go back and look through the roll in the video without even having to take it out. It's like I definitely like when I'm watching these videos after I make them, I find it like way clearer. Like when I'm trying to show you guys the coins, I'm trying to hold it still, I'm trying to get it on a good angle, and it seems like I don't have all my energy. Are those like quarter marks? There's a lot of them, like inside the Mint Cello here. Huh. Do they all go the same direction? Are there some sort of wheel marks? So people are offering for your satin. Yeah, I definitely get like for my higher price coins. Basically, what happens is like people will look for the sold listings and stuff, and they will like, find basically the coin that I bought, and I'm reselling it, at full value plus a little bit, and they'll offer me like the price that I paid for it, like minus $10. And they'll be like, I saw one go for this much, and it's like, well, that was an auction, this is a buy it now. And I don't know, I understand where they're coming. They're trying to do like, research the market, figure out what things are worth. But I don't know, it doesn't, when you're buying coins to resell a coin, it doesn't make sense to buy a coin and then sell it for less, on a site where you have to pay 10% and pay 10% to promote it. So and then ship it, pay PayPal fees. It's like, by the time you sell a coin, you're like pretty much paying 20 to 25% of what the sale cost. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like read marks. But what's a coin inside of Mint Cello getting read marks from? Did it like another coin, like a dime or like quarter, get like mixed in there? I mean, I feel like it would have been a dime. Like they just looked super tiny. Well, just hang in there. I mean, I know I don't have to tell you to hang in there. Um, like just anytime you're feeling unsure, I feel that coin is worth more money. I don't need to like tell you that. Like, hang on to that coin. It's gonna be one of the best investments you ever made. You know it probably better than me. Um, you know, I don't know. I should probably raise the price of mine. I haven't looked, but it's like the last time I looked, mine was like half the price of anybody else's up there. Um, and did somebody list another one, or was it just a relist? Because I saw a 1936 proof get listed yesterday, but I didn't take the time to check again today to see if there's 8 listings up or 7. But like all those ones, and it's like while you're at it, I'd be buying up a bunch of 37s. Like the mintages really are not like what, like the 38 or the 36 is like 3,800 of them were made. But like the next one up is like 5,500. Like it sounds like a lot, but it's not really that much more. And you can get them for like a fifth, the sixth the price, like less. Like I think, it's like I feel like the 36s are like solid. But I feel like the 37s, as far as like the price point of where they're at, it's like when the 36 start to explode, the 37s are basically going to go up with them in real time. And they're just going to get priced out for anybody. And it's just going to have a domino effect all the way up to about 52, I think. We will see. Because the people that like are strongly leveraged and have a lot of them are going to be able to just, sell out and make bank and then buy up like the next generation of bank. And they're just going to be able to flip and double their money all the way up the decade. This is what I think anyway. I noticed that like all of the Flying Eagles, like someone's buying up all my Flying Eagles, all my Indian head cents. Like all those are just disappearing. All the mint state examples of the Indian head cents. I feel like they are going up, up, up and away and out of my price range. It's like I would like to very much be buying lots of more Indian head cents, but I only have an MS62 brown Indian head cent now from like from the like 19 from like the early 1900s, like I think it's a 1902 or 1906 or something. All my 63s, 64s, everything is sold out in the last month. I feel like there's been less interest in modern coins and way more interested in the old stuff. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I forget that, you know, I look through so many Mint Cellos just outside of the Mint sets that I forget that they all are put into a Mint set together. And then just the fact that they're that close, you know, I mean, they're in the Mint set just like a half an inch away from each other. And so stuff can definitely happen prior, before they get into there. But like one of the ideas, since I have, you know, I have almost every, like at least a roll from every Mint Cello. I feel like I'm kind of thinking of selling off the Mint Cellos singly, kind of doing what I used to do, you know, with one of these other eBay stores that I'm going to open up. Just sell, you know, coins like this, basically, you know, for like $1 with like $2.99 shipping and handling. And then like free shipping with all additional coins, basically. It seems like they would sell a lot faster, and basically I could, but the thing is, I feel like if anybody you know, I feel like if I sell a Mint Cello and it's got a like a carbon spot like this on it, I feel like somebody's gonna complain. Like it's like you can only sell the ones that are like basically like problem free. So it's like I don't know exactly how that works. If you just take a photo and if they don't like the coin, they shouldn't buy it. Yeah, some of these were beat up. They were not sold with love. But I feel like that's been one of the problems of having eBay stores in the past, where I sold raw coins, is I feel like a lot of the inventory would just kind of sit around. Like I'd basically fill up as many items as I was able to list or were in my plan to list. And then like 90% of the stuff would just kind of sit there. And so I don't know what my plan would be with that, like how to kind of get around it. If I just basically would drop things down to like a penny and put them up for auction. But I feel like even then, you know, like really cheap, a lot of them probably wouldn't move because people would be like, it's a penny. That's kind of why I just try to, when I buy these Mint Cello rolls, if I'm going to sell them, I haven't broken them up because it's just easier to sell a roll of them and put them all together. But it's like I have all these, you know, kind of older wheat cents that are kind of, you know, somewhere in between AU and BU. And it seems like there should be some sort of market for them. I want to see that. the S again. I feel like the top one kind of looks like it's split a little bit, but it also looks kind of like damage. Felt like I thought I saw something on the bottom, but I think I'm just imagining it. Guess I can take a look at some of the other devices. It's like I'd say if there's one thing that I've bought a lot of on eBay that hasn't like really given any return on investments, it is probably these Mint Cellos. You know, maybe I haven't tried hard enough with them. But the thing is, I enjoy going through them and I enjoy looking at the coins and learning. And that's also part of the reason it's like I'm hoping to do some bulk submissions to PCGS. So it's like I'm trying to find out what is better with these coins. Rip Mint Cello coins. Hello, grades. Yeah, that could be the case, accredited coins. I mean, I also want to, you know, it's like when I have like 20, 30 of the same date and mint, we could just as easily be, you know, searching through PCGS graded slabs. We could be like, you know, slab hunting for variety show. You know, like tonight we're going to look through 100 slabs, see if we can find a variety. Because the cool thing about that is if we do find a variety inside the slab, then we also know the exact grade of it. Which it's like if we can, you know, figure out which variety it is, then it's like, yay. Yes, do need to hook up the conveyor belts. Either conveyor belts or, you know, get a couple clones and get them up and running. But there's going to be a lot of graded coin videos in the future here. It's like, I don't know, like I feel like I keep whatever like has like held me back in other areas. I feel like it is still holding me back with doing a bulk submission to PCGS. I've had the money a couple times. I have to say the pandemic did hold me back at one point because I was just about to. But I just had enough money and I just spent it on more graded coins. I need to just take a leap. Yes, get a turntable. I wanna see some coins spin, accredited coins, please. Like I bet you if you put up your 1936 and you put it on a little turntable and just streamed that coin spinning 24 hours a day, I bet you would hit 4,000 watch hours before I do. Like it would be so quick. People would just be like, I just came to take a look at your coin and I can't look away. It's so beautiful and satiny. Just self-slab. I would. It's just I haven't seen the market for self-slabbed coins. I might as well just sell it raw, I feel like. I don't know, there are people I feel like that can sell self-slabbed coins. like Chuck at Copper Coins, I feel like he could do it. Because I don't know, I feel like people would, like trust, it's like people would trust that it was exactly what he was saying it is. It's like he's built up a reputation, a good reputation with the people that he works with. That E just looks a little bit funny. It kind of looks like there's a planchet flaw there. Looks like a little crater right there. Yes, lurkers. Hit the thumbs up, please. And feel free to come and lurk anytime you want. You guys are all welcome. Guys and gals can lurk here. Yes, I don't know, like I thought I was already going to be at 4,000 watch hours, but it almost looked like my watch hours went backwards a little bit. And I know that I've been streaming over a year, so I know that time is dropping off as things go forward, but like it's like we're just a couple hundred hours away, so maybe I should do like a 24-hour stream this weekend or something and just get it over with. We can look at 1,000 proof wheat cents in Mint Cellos. It'd be awesome. I'd like to get to the point where I could teach people how to do stuff. I don't feel like I'm there yet. It's like I can point out the things I know, but it's like I feel like in this stream people are pointing, I don't know, it's like maybe it's a confidence thing. I feel like people are constantly pointing out new things to me and I'm constantly learning and I love learning more. And maybe it's, I don't know, it's interesting. I mean, one of the reasons I definitely started to look through these is because after making videos of thousands of PCGS graded coins, I definitely felt like I was able to tell the difference between like a 64 and a 65 and a 66. One of the interesting things though is like when I'm looking at these Mint Cello coins, I've kind of gotten like a X-ray vision where I can see through them for the most part, but it's not the same as looking at a coin that has been slabbed. And so it's like I feel like I can tell slabbed coins apart, but then you give me a raw coin and it's like out of context. It's weird. And so I feel like I just need to like practice and practice and practice. Some nice machine damage doubling there. Hey, thanks guys for the likes. Thank you, Logan. How's the Super Mario Brothers going? You rocking it? Thank you for teaching me, Paul. Thank you for all the lessons you give. I really, really appreciate it. I hope it's not just me who benefits from it too. I hope a lot of people watching get to learn. I think that's one of my favorite things about doing these streams live is that, before I did them, it was just me alone. And, if I'm looking through coins, I might find something cool and then feel inspired to look for something, figure out what it is. But it's like I feel like when I'm searching, I'm not learning. It's like, you can look through coins or you can like look at books and articles and magazines and, you can learn more about them. And that's one of the things I need to do. I still have a couple books I need to read. Welcome, Blue Sandy. Hello, hello. how's your night going? And Blue Sandy, let me know too. I know you said you were going to look a little bit more, but just let me know if you want me to send the prize that you won, because wasn't meaning to hold up. I just didn't know if you were gonna, keep finding a scavenger hunt every day or so here. But if you do find, I will extra load up your package if you find more than one scavenger hunt, because you'll be saving me money, and that money I can put into extra prize. And congratulations again on winning the 2 Flying Eagles. I'm super excited for you. And I can get them off my desk, and then I can put some new prizes on the desk here. Nice, Logan. Have you gotten to 100 yet? Like, I feel like when I last looked over at your channel, you were just almost at 100. Yeah, Blue Sandy won the 2 Flying Eagles. Logan, you were the first. You won, or I'm trying to remember. Did you win a Flying Eagle, or did you win the 3? Or yeah, you won the 3 PCGS slabs. That's right. I saw your video that you made up. And we still have the 3 NGC slabs, and we have the really nice, I think it's a 45D, that's in like a little airtight. This one's got some interesting kind of toning on it. Yeah, that's why I like going and watching everyone's videos and channels, is because I do learn something different, like on everyone's channel, Paul. It's just, we all have knowledge, we're all teachers, we're all students. It's like I know that's what I'm enjoying also, now that I'm looking at nickels, dimes, and quarters, and half dollars and dollars. I feel like I'm not learning as much about small cents necessarily, but I'm learning a bunch more about coins in general. And I feel like some of the stuff is coming back to, like pennies and stuff. So it's been cool. But it's like I really like going to other people's channels, and then people come here, and I get to learn, and that's my favorite part about doing these videos. And the fact that it's like, people don't have to, like, I thought that this was like a total hobby that you did by yourself. Like, I've never known a person in real life that I could do coin roll hunting with. I've never, it's always been a solo activity. I tried doing it with friends, nobody was interested, and so I just, I tried to talk to it about friends, and they all like were not interested. And so this is like super awesome to me. But yeah, I guess that's the funny thing too, is like I usually don't use my microscope. Like the only reason I usually use my microscope is if I'm doing like the stream looking at coins. Normally I just look at them with the naked eye, and that's enough to see stuff. But the way that I have things set up here, I can't see things. With the lighting that I have set up, it's like it looks good for the camera and it looks good for the microscope, but I can't see a coin if I hold it in front of me. It's like the light's all wrong. We're definitely finding these ones where there's like very low metal to the west. And like this one's got like a little bit of metal retained on the inside. And there kind of looks like there's something up on. I feel like we found like kind of like 3 coins in this ballpark. It's like I almost want to say there's a split up there, but I don't see it. So Paul, you were saying with the floating roofs that you don't consider a floating roof unless there is absolutely no detection. You know, it can't have a little bit of a, like you can't tell, it has to be totally 100% gone. Yeah, that's the thing that's going to be interesting with larger coins. It feels like it should be easier. However, I'm seeing like the mint damage even easier, or or not the mint damage, the machine damage. It feels like it's showing up. So it's like, you know, like this one here looks basically like the floating roof, but it's like you can see kind of how the light shines right on that little part. There's like still like a tiny little bit left. And it's like the mint marks, there's like a little bit raised there. But Blue Sandy was the one, Paul, that pointed out the floating steps. So that's kind of a cool little sorry, I like tones. Can we get it to fire off some rainbows at us? I bet that one could do some cool things. Move some of these closer. So it's like I still have a roll. We have a few left, by the way. I'm just it's like I still have a roll of Philadelphia that just came in from 1970, and then I think that is the last 1970 that we have. Yeah, that was a cool carbon spot. It's like rainbow carbon. But yeah, I think we only have one more 1970 Mint Cello roll. And then there is a lot of 60s. I think I bought every Mint Cello roll on eBay that was from the 60s. I can't even remember all of them. I think I have a list here somewhere. I wrote everything down because I was just getting so many of these rolls. I was like, I'm going to forget. But I think there's like a 63 PND and a 64 PND. And then I think there's a 60 proof roll, a 59 proof roll, a couple 58 proof rolls. I think there's like 5 or 6 57 proof rolls, and I think there's like 4. These look so smooth, kind of thick too. Hold on. I'm just going to look down here quick, and I kind of want to go back over that. I don't know, for some reason these were just looking so smooth and so well formed, but just thick. I don't know, sometimes the way the letters look are just totally different. But I think the oldest roll of proof Mint Cellos I have is a 1956. And I mean, come to think of it, I feel like I've seen the 1955 Mint Cellos, but can somebody confirm for 1955 the proof mint boxes? It was like a box with like all the coins in little bags, basically stapled together inside of like a cello sheet. Is that right? Or did they do mint cellos for 55? I've never bought a 55 proof set before. I think that's what I've been seeing. I've been checking out the proof sets a lot more lately. It's like I see people like reselling those like little like proof bags and the proof boxes with like no coins in them. It's like I'm not sure if people are trying to recreate, make like a aftermarket proof set, or if people just have the coins or just want to keep it. I'm not sure why they're selling. I'm thinking we need to have like some sort of party or something for when I get to 4,000 watch hours. Um, I feel like I don't even know how many hours I've streamed. Like I tried to watch a bunch of my stuff, and like I think like like there's like over, I think there's like a month of solid videos. like I was just like, wow. Like I went back to like when I was doing games, and some of the streams I did were like 20 hours long. I was like, this is ridiculous. Like absolutely ridiculous. Like I think I streamed like over 1,000 hours of video games. I was really intent. I was like, I'm gonna become big on gaming. And then I think it was like I was basically like gaming all day, every day, trying to become a professional gamer. And I was doing my eBay store, but it was to the point where I was like basically neglecting my eBay store. And I noticed that some of the videos I had just made a couple penny videos that were 17 seconds long, and they had like 10,000 views, and I was like, I need to do this instead of that. And then I made a couple videos, and then I haven't played a game in over a year. I miss playing games, they were fun. Sometime I shall play again. Well, I'm curious what's gonna, like, with the price of silver going up, I feel like the proof sets are gonna start selling like hotcakes, I feel like, because they are nice, pristine pieces of silver. I feel like I've already noticed them go up $1 or $2 since like the price of silver has gone up. But like I don't know, like I'm seeing like the silver dimes like in mint cellos, like there's these people selling like 100. I think I want to like start picking up just like 100 silver dimes in mint cellos, 100 Franklins. They seem like they would be a good investment, because if the price of silver kind of gets up to, you're a lucky guy, Paul. It's like if the price of silver basically gets up to the price of where the proof sets are selling, it's going to be pretty awesome. It's like a 1957, a 1958 proof set goes for about $30, $31. Like if the price of silver gets up to around $31, I mean it's not quite an ounce. It's a half dollar, a quarter, and a dime. I feel like I did the math yesterday, but I feel like the math is already different today. Like silver keeps going up. But it's going to be interesting. Like I'd like to have like pretty much like 100 of each of the proof sets. Like the, I don't know, like maybe up through 64. It's like I'd like to just start cataloging them, and you know, then be able to search for varieties in them. Get some of the best ones sent off to get graded, then sell those ones and buy more proof sets, then take the best ones and just keep doing that over and over. It seems like it would be an awesome market to just be able to kind of, you know, buy 100 proof sets, send the best coins out to get graded, and then, you know, sell those, buy more proof sets, send the best ones out to get graded, and just keep doing that over and over and over again. It seems like it would be a really fun job. It seems like it, you know, sending out the coins to get graded would be really fun. You'd basically be like unable to sleep for nights, and then you get this big package. I guess with PCGS now you can check to see what the grades are. You know, you can find out before you even get them. You know, like take out a loan. I don't know, I think if I did it, I would not want to see. At the same time, it's like you could probably even do a thing where you like pre-sold them. Like I was seeing like on one of Coin Table's videos, Chris Tisdale, like he was talking about how like he basically, when he goes to grade stuff, he already has it sold, he already knows where it's going to go to when it comes back. So I thought that was kind of crazy. It's like that's kind of like the next level in selling coins is, you know, or grading coins too, is like knowing where you're going to sell the coin, knowing that it's already sold once you get that coin. It's like you buy a coin thinking, oh, it'll be, you know, or get one graded, it'll be worth a ton of money, but, you know, you still have to wait for someone to buy it. Nice. It's like if I was to do that, I feel like I'd want to get like 50 of every set, so that I could search through them. But also just like get, you know, kind of like how the 50 Mint Cellos, just to get good examples of them. I mean, a lot of the mint sets and proof sets, I feel like, especially the modern ones, you can get for, you know, they're not too bad. Like you can get the mint set for the price of a coin. A little bit of tone there. I've always been surprised at how little the mint sets have been. Like I always thought that they were worth a lot of money. Like I used to take really good care of the few ones that I had when I was younger. Like I thought that they were, you know, like worth a lot more. And granted, there could have been a really good coin in them. It's funny how that one went from looking really interesting to not at all. It's also interesting like how almost every single one in this roll looks like close to a floating roof. I mean, for all I know, I don't know, maybe 1970Ds are notorious for having a weak strike up at the top there. That sounds like a party, Logan. And video games? No, there's quite a few people. There's quite a few kids that watch. I think I sold most of them. I think that I ran across one. I was moving some stuff and I ran across another box of coins. They were, not business coins, more the kind of coins that I was given as gifts or inherited or just like there was. I know I made a couple videos of like world coins and stuff that I had, either gotten traveling or bought in antique stores as a kid. But I found another box that was, it looked like it had kind of like older coins. I think they were passed on. I think they were inherited. Um, and probably, I had family members like uncles and stuff who were like coin collectors that like paid for college and stuff with their coin collections. So I'm pretty sure I didn't inherit anything that was like, really good. But there was like a box of that kind of stuff. And then there was, it looked like my currency collection, which was mainly like silver certificates and stuff and like $2 bills. Most of the stuff I collected when I was younger. But it looked like there was like an Eisenhower like proof coin. And then there looked like there was like an envelope that was probably like a mint or a proof set. There might have been two in there. Um, but I'd forgotten that any of them existed. But I also found like, which I knew they existed, I found a couple, Whitman folders, a Dansko kind of slider folder. And that one had a 39S in it that looks pretty decent. It's not BU, but it looks clean. I haven't actually gotten to look at it under a loop because it's in the book. But everything in the book looked pretty nice. It kind of was in something like a big collection I bought. And so I'm not attached to it. I think I might try to sell that. When I looked at the coins, I feel like I could see like, like little spots here and there on different coins, and I don't know how, like it looked like otherwise the coins were in really nice condition. Some black splotches on here. But I guess like a bunch of stuff, like, I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out like all the rolls and all the flipped coins. It's like, from all the shows and stuff I've done here, it's like I don't really feel attached to them. I just want to figure out like an economic way to like kind of sell it all off. And I don't know how to do that. It's like I feel like selling it as a collection would be the quickest way to do it and just move on. But at the same time, I feel like I wouldn't get near what it was worth. But it's like I feel like, freeing up some space and freeing up some time. I don't know, maybe in the future, certain things will be worth more. And so they, if I wait a little bit longer, all those kind of AU, BU, wheat cents will be worth more money. Maybe they won't be. I just don't know. I think I was saving them thinking that they were, probably worth about $1, and that in 10, 20 years they'd be worth 5 or 10 and all being, worth individually selling. But now it's 10, 20 years later and I still don't feel like they're worth like 5, $10 a piece. I feel like one lesson I've learned is just, if you're going to buy a bunch of coins, buy the best quality ones you can. I know I heard people say it to me before, and I went with quantity instead of quality. And there's probably a limit with like the whole quality thing, but just, like buying really nice examples of the coins, they seem to retain their value. But they seem to be, you buy them low and you sell them high. And that seems like, you know, I don't know. But we all have different amounts of money that we can, you know, spend on coins and stuff. And probably if my business was not buying and selling coins, I would not be able to buy most of the coins that I buy. So I might have kind of put myself in a place where I'm a little bit spoiled, being able to just buy and sell coins, because, you know, while I get to like have them long enough to make a video and put them up on eBay, a lot of them, I mean, I think I have 3,200 coins on eBay, and I have like 4,800 plus videos here, so about 1 in 3 coins that I've made in video of videos here, they're already gone, they're already sold. And like it seems like the longer that time goes on, just like the faster the stuff is selling. I'm almost afraid that one day, like, even though I'm selling stuff, that I just won't even have anything more to sell, because I feel like less and less of the coins that I want are on the market. Maybe I'm just gonna have to get on a plane sometime, if that ever happens, and go to like a big show. But with the pandemic and stuff, it's just kind of interesting. I'm happy being a hermit where I am. If that happens, maybe you guys can all go out to coin shows near you and we can work out a deal. Because I don't know, I'm following these shelter at place, stay at home orders, but it doesn't seem like the rest of the world is. It feels like there's kind of like multiple realities going on, where some people are like listening and trying to like fix things, and some people are just like, whatever. So I'll give the warning here. It looks like there's about 10 left. Hopefully we will find something good. Looks like a small red pen mark there. Yes, just need to source, and that's why I want to start. Getting my own coins created myself, is because then I don't have to source from other dealers and other people. And I think that's going to become especially important on eBay, because anybody in the managed payments, which is going to be pretty much everyone soon, will not be able to list coins for sale. It's just one of the things that if you're in managed payments on eBay, you are not allowed to sell coins. And the only people that are exempted by that are people whose entire businesses are selling coins. So it's going to be interesting. I feel like there's going to be a lot less people selling, you know, their coin collection or selling coins that they just upgraded. And so I feel like there's going to be less coins for me to buy and resell. They put a checkpoint in. I find it, I don't know if you guys saw too, there was like an official notice from like the US Mint that it was like, do your patriotic duty and, you know, turn in your loose coins and bring them to the bank. Like, you know, they're trying to tell everyone that you need to do it. And this is my conspiracy theory of the night. Okay, so when hyperinflation happens, you know, currencies become worthless, you know, within like a month. And with gold and silver going up, we could be doing that kind of thing, because it's not gold and silver going up in price, it's the US dollar losing its value. But what happens oftentimes when a currency is, you know, becomes worthless, is that they essentially create a new currency to replace the old currency. And so basically anyone that has the old currency, you can get like, you know, one new dollar for 100 of the old dollars. However, the coins would cost the government more money to remake. And so what happens is they just end up using the old coins, and they just make the paper money look different. And the old paper money has like no value, but the new paper value, the new has value. And so basically what happens is they just keep using the old coins. And so I'm just interested, it seems like this whole coin shortage thing, I feel like it's all fabricated. I feel like they're like, I don't know. Let's hope we're not going into a world where hyperinflation's happening, because we don't have to look very far to other countries, you know, south of us, how bad things get and how fast they get bad. We don't want that. Nobody wants that. So I'm going to wish this doesn't happen and that I'm terribly, terribly wrong. But it's just like I look around and see all the things going on and it worries me. And I'm not telling anyone to, like, you know, the only thing I tell people is, like, you know, keep a nice month's worth of food at home. Like, the way that things are going, like, we really don't know what's going on. Try to have a month of bills paid out. I know in today's world it's kind of impossible to do. Maybe we'll get another stimulus check, but I feel like if they were going to do another stimulus check, they would have already done one. I mean, I feel like, yeah, like a broken O. Uh-oh, broken O. What'd you guys think of my conspiracy theory for the night? I don't know, it's like I feel like I should be using my mind and my entrepreneurial spirit to, like, create something to, like, help during this pandemic, like some sort of, like, new kind of, like, protective gear or something, or, like, I don't know. I still think that everybody should just stay home for a month. Everyone should get another stimulus check. It should be enough to pay all their bills and fill their fridge with food. And everybody stay home for 1 month. And not only will the pandemic go away, but so will the common cold, and so will all these, like, other things we've never figured out how to cure. Because if there's nowhere for it to go, it just dies off. It's when we all get together, which is human nature, which is killing us. So is that D normally full? These are the things you don't notice until, like, randomly you do. They can't get along because Nancy, what her past? Is that Nancy Pelosi? It's like, why don't we hire government officials who are, like, mature adults who can all, like, sit at a table and do their job and look past political agendas and just do what is right. I don't know, like, I wouldn't have, why do we have to play a game in our society where people have to have, like, polarizing conflict? It's like we should hire people in our government, we should vote for people in our government who can actually, like, do their job. It's just that, like, the people rising to a level, to, like, rising to a job where they become, like, incompetent at their job. It's like everyone should, like, rise up until they're incompetent and then go down one level. It's like, I don't know. Yeah, not benefiting for themselves or the people that voted them or, like, paid their campaigns to get there. And we could probably argue about that. It's a paid position. But it's just if the government's truly like there to like work, it's like there's passionate people that want to work. There's passionate people that want to like make the world a better place. There's passionate people that like, you know, really want to improve everything. And then there's people that just want it for the power and the money and the profit. And it feels like it's pretty transparent usually. But it's like if we're really a smart country full of smart people, like why don't we like let some of those smart people do their jobs? You know, it's like if they're, you know, if people have problems and or differences, you know, it's like can't we just agree to disagree and, you know, deal with stuff like a pandemic or like social security or like it seems like anytime an election comes on, they make a big deal of like, oh, we're gonna fix Social Security, you know, we're gonna fix this problem, and then, you know, we all know that once anyone's elected, they're not gonna fulfill any of their campaign promises. Like, it's just, you know, it's like a high school prom king queen thing. It's like, you know, if I become prom king, everyone will get 2 ice creams at lunchtime, and they just promise things that aren't even possible. I don't know, I guess I'm a dreamer. I just, you know, I'm still under the belief that like people could get along or be mature or like suspend their differences to do their job. That's my main thing is like just if you or I were employed and had a job and worked for someone who had a boss and we didn't do our jobs, we get fired. Like, I don't understand how people can like, you know, like if Congress's job is to like meet in a building, if the Senate's job is to meet in a building and talk about things and have meetings and make decisions, there should be a procedure in place that that is all done properly. And, you know, it should be done efficiently. I don't know, it just, to me, it makes no sense. Like, it seems like it should be criminal for people to, like, squander and argue and waste time while people are dying. You know, like, trying to, like, fit things into bills on either side and not just doing things that are right. Like, I mean, like, I know most people know right from wrong. But it's like, you know, it's not the time for like political agendas. Yeah, it should be the people first. I mean, this country is like for the people, by the people, something like that. Like, it's like the whole, you know, it's like before George Washington, we had 14 presidents of, what was it, the Articles of Confederacy. And after the American Revolution, you know, how many people died for the American Revolution to become like free? And you know, so when they started the Articles of Confederacy, they wrote into them that the president will have a 1-year term and that they, you know, shall not have, you know, powers, kind of like the powers that presidents are getting these days. But it's basically, you know, they wanted to make sure that no president had the power to essentially become, you know, the status of a monarch or a king, because we all kind of got to see what happened when that happened. But it's like, you know, fast forward hundreds of years later, I didn't learn there were 14 presidents before George Washington. I was taught one thing. George Washington was the first. Like, history started there. They didn't talk about a bunch of rich white men meeting secretly in a meeting in Chicago in closed doors with nobody voting for them, and they voted for their own president because the rich white men were not getting the money that they wanted. the American Revolution was not benefiting them after they helped fund, you know, like a coup on the government. You know, these like people are like, hey, we want a return for our investment. And so the people that died for our country were essentially robbed of the very thing that they fought for. And basically, it's just been, you know, we're, you know, basically just taught, you know, that we're free of like, I don't know what you call it, but it's got a different face, but it's the same thing. It's kind of like a face that kind of like, it's like a face or a mask that gets passed around. It's like a puppet. But I believe that government can have good stuff. I'm not here to trash government. I actually like the country we live in. Don't agree with all the people, but I think that we do have some really good things, some great things about this country, some sad things about this country. A lot of improvement to do. He doesn't let her use the assets of the White House for the benefit of her family. Yeah, I mean, I'd say if there's one thing that I can say that I support about Trump is that he definitely shrunk government. I mean, I've never been like a super big government like in on everything, everyone's business. He definitely shrunk government. There's definitely like entire government programs that are like basically, you know, they don't run anymore because he cut the funding, fired all the people, and so they essentially don't exist anymore. I mean, whether if another president in the future like recovers all those things, but I don't know, like it's kind of scary. Like some of the stuff though, I took for like I thought that that was like basic human rights or like basic rights of people in this country. So it's kind of interesting, you know, things that I took for granted in this country that that's just the way they are and will always be. I guess it's a good reason never to take anything for granted because it can all be gone tomorrow. I don't know. I haven't particularly liked the direction that this country has gone in the last couple of years. I don't know if it's the way that the media spins things for better or for worse. It seems like it's getting harder and harder to actually find the truth, whichever way it goes. I feel like, you know, I feel like everybody's got their agenda pretty much. And I don't know, it seems like everybody's got their agenda. Whether it's like politicians, whether it's large companies, whether it's like media, everybody's trying to prove something. I don't know, it's like I feel like we definitely have opposing views of what people's idea of this country and the world is to be, and so I think like we really are in a place where everybody just really needs to like, you know, I mean this is a great time during the pandemic to just take some time and think about who we are, who you are, what we believe in, you know, what we want for our world, our lives, our kids' lives. Because, you know, things change. Like some things like we don't get a second chance on. Yeah, I think I did see a thing where Trump wrote a check. I mean, I can say, like, it was very nice to get a stimulus check from the government this year. That's the most money a government's ever given me, that is for sure. I don't know, it's like with like Social Security, it's like they, take money and they say that, you can't be trusted to have your money and that they'll take good care of it. But, for over 20 years, we've all known that there's not going to be any more Social Security money by the time it's time to retire. Yet they keep taking it and then they keep not fixing it. But the best I can tell is all the money got stolen by people, because when growing up, all I would hear is, we're borrowing from the Social Security fund surplus because we have a surplus, so we're gonna fund this war, we're gonna, do this project with this money, but they never paid back the money. And so now all of a sudden we have deficits, and it's like, wait, who borrowed that money? Why don't they pay it back? Oh, okay, I get it. They're not gonna pay it back. Okay, well, can I stop making Social Security deposits? No, you robbed me, and you're gonna rob me again next week and every week after that. Okay, I understand. It's my patriotic duty to take it and like it every week. I get it. But I mean, shouldn't it be like, okay, we couldn't be trusted with the money, shame on me, but then I gave it to you because you said you could be trusted with it, so shame on me again. And then it's just like, I don't know. I guess they teach us pretty good in school to just take it and say, yes, sir. But wow, that is the last coin. I hope you guys enjoyed my rant. Um, right, so here, I'll zoom out so we can look at this last one here. Well, it seems like everybody is suing everybody these days, Blue Sandy. I can't even keep track of who is suing everyone these days. It's like you would think we'd have like more important things, that she'd have more important things to do than sue. I mean, it's like I didn't even know you can sue people right now. I thought that courts were closed down. We live in a crazy, crazy world, friend. Yeah, I try not to talk about politics, especially on my stream. I don't know, like I've tried to like keep it like related about money if I'm going to. Um, I don't know, but I don't know. I guess the way I figure it, it's like if somebody like wants to like, like read political stories or like do stuff, there's like, I'm sure there's streams about that too, but it's like, they go on the news or they like, go and talk to their friends that like to do that. And then I just figure most people come on here to talk about coins or because they like coins. And so I try to keep it, but I am a human being, and sometimes I like talking about it too. I'm sheltered in place, so I don't talk about things with a lot of people. And so it comes out. But I think I'm going to call it a night here. I do appreciate the conversation. Thanks so much, Accredited Coins. Thank you, Paul, for being here tonight. Thank you, Blue Sandy. Thank you, Logan's Coins. Hold on, I know Austin was here too. I just can't remember his full name. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you, Metal Detecting with Austin Simpson, for being here. And I think that was everyone. Thank you, Paul Hampton. Definitely appreciate all the things you teach me. And thank you, Blue Sandy, too. Thanks for teaching me some new things. Yeah, so yeah, I should be back tomorrow with a roll of 1970 Ps. It seems like we had a lot of luck with them, so hopefully we can continue our luck with the 1970Ps. But wish you a good night. Wish everyone a good night. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for interacting and letting me know how to be a better coin searcher. Thanks, everybody. See you guys in the future. Have a good night.